Hi, this is Mary Valamedes, and I'm going to share with you the second 6 weeks curriculum previews for math. This PowerPoint will be available in Canvas later, so I'm going to talk through quickly some areas, and then you can go back and access the links from the PowerPoint that will be in Canvas. Now, this coming month, October 3rd through the 14th, you'll be giving the STAR Math Universal Screener. After you do so, you could go to Eduphoria and access directions on how to get reports, the class reports and student reports. It's under Yearly Content Documents, Universal Screener. This second 6 weeks overview is going to be about, for your daily routine, orally counting to 40. So you're going to count forwards and backwards to 40 this time, and then making 10 in different ways, represent, count, and write numbers through 20, compare and order numbers through 20, and begin 2 days of geometry. So you're going to begin by finishing the last 2 weeks of Unit 2, where you make 10 in different ways and comparing numbers through 10. There's an NCTM Illuminations activity that's available at this link that the kids can put different items on a 10 frame. And then these items could be dots, it could be ladybugs, stars, apples, but you can see there's different games they can play with recognizing numbers and identifying numbers. Another activity you can do is using the 5 fingers handout, where the kids can either roll a number to such as roll dice and have the die go to 6, and then they put 6 beans on the little fingers, so that, or they can color those little fingers with a little dry erase board if you want to, or a dry erase marker, or crayon. So for Unit 2, these are the texts that you will be covering. Noticing we're generating numbers, more than or less than 20, comparing sets up to at least 20, using that comparative language of more than and less than, as well as reciting only up to 40 for the second 6 weeks. So when we talked about one more than or one less than, or just more than or less than, there is another activity that's available in Eduphoria. If you just click on the text, you'll find these activities. Unit 3 begins number count concepts. And here you're going to count forward and backward to at least 20. But then you're going to be reading and writing numbers at first to just 10, and then counting sets of objects to at least 20, regardless of their arrangement or order, and then again generating a set using concrete and pictorial models that represents a number that's more than, less than, or equal to a given number to 20, but at this point to at least 8. So use 10 frames when you're doing this activity. Have the kids first build on one 10 frame on one of the columns, and then the second column. Noticing that 8 plus 4, and then here we have 10, where they just take that 4 and move it into the first 10 frame, making it a full 10. So we have 10 and 2 is 12. So 10 frame videos, here's a couple of 10 frames videos that you can watch so that you can get more information on using 10 frames. Here's just a quick glimpse of some activities that are in Eduphoria for you under recommended resources, as well as the Texas Go Math lessons that you'll be able to use. For basic facts mastery targets, this first couple of 9 weeks, we are going to make sure the kids are able to count, write, represent, and compare and order numbers through 10. And we're doing that for stages 1 and 2. And then stages 1, 2, and 3, counting to 20. 3 being mastery, and then stages 1 and 2, counting to 40. As you can see at the top, the first stage is procedural knowledge. Here's where they learn conceptually how to do these skills. Stage 2, they're using strategies to help remember these facts and based on relationships. And then stage 3, they're doing it with automaticity. Here they know it. So our mastery targets by October 21st are here in this very first column, and then the second column talks about the mastery of targets for January. The new vocabulary that the kids will be learning about this 6 weeks is here. Listed right here. This is all the new words that they'll be learning. Notice that a lot of these words are number words. And then the last 2 days, they will be using geometry vocabulary. So there's a lot of formal geometry vocabulary. So as you help the kids learn these words, you can do some of these interactive word wall activities, such as, I am thinking of a word that begins with the letter T. It ends with the letter E. It could be triangle, it could be trace, or I am thinking of a number that comes after 9 and before 11, if you want them to think of the number 10. And the student that is able to tell you the number or point to it, then they're the ones that get to come up with the next I am thinking of a word, so that they can tell the rest of the class what they're thinking of. You can also play tic-tac-toe with the kids. Here's just a couple of activities to help you think about ways to interact with the words, vocabulary words. If you have any questions or anything that you would like to ask of me or suggestions, please contact me at 817-547-5810 or Mary Valamides at birdvilleschools.net. Thank you. Have a good evening. I look forward to seeing you next time.